Hello everyone, I'm Brian and today I'm going to be reacting to Tatas Business Empire 100 countries. Ratan Tata. How big is Tata? There's a lot of Tatas in there and A's and T's. So this is a request. If you request, please leave in the comments below. Please leave a link to that video. That way I know exactly which one you want me to react to. And that way I don't, find something else that I thought might have been it. So I don't know much about this person. I'm assuming he's Ratan Tata, and so this is a good way to learn about him. Let's see what this is all about. Let's go ahead and give this video a shot. Your online magazine.
Bombay House. This is a simple looking head office of the Tata Group in Mumbai, India. But Tata Group is anything but simple.
Woo! That's a lot.
Started as a small trading company by Jamshedji Tata in 1868. Tata Group now has more employees than Toyota, Coke, Facebook, Microsoft, and Google combined.
Oh,
It now
okay.
operates in over 100 countries. So let's tighten our seatbelts and take a world tour to witness the remarkable business empire of Tata Group. Our first
I will say I do like whenever we talk about people who are poor or or small time business and then grew their empire. Kind of like Walmart, how they started out small and grew it big. How McDonald's and KFC and all that. I watched some of those videos and they're just so inspirational. When you hear about someone who almost lost their house, they were bankrupt and all that, and then all of a sudden they built it up because of perseverance, and they really pushed to be, well, I won't say the best, but push to strive to be successful, and I love stories like that. I think it's really great. I understand that most businesses fail, and it sucks, it really does, but it's good to know that if you still try harder, there is still a chance for you to succeed. I'm hoping, well, I don't think this is necessarily going to be it with the more current one. I believe it seems like his company started off in the past and the family just continued that legacy on. So let's go ahead and continue on and see what they have to say.
stop is North America.
North
Here
America.
Tata Group owns the luxury hotel Taj Campton Palace in San Francisco, Taj Boston, and one of the world's finest, and New York's iconic hotel, the Pier.
That's pretty cool. I would love to see this place. I doubt I'd ever be able to stay there, but just to see what it's like, I hope they had some pretty cool Indian food there too. Although I probably won't be able to afford it, but still, just to go there it'd be nice to be able to. I don't necessarily want to stay there because I doubt it'd be very Indian related, but hopefully the food is, and I would love to try out the food for sure if they have it there. If not, then just to see it, this would be nice. And I'd rather try to eat Indian food if it is there. If there's nothing Indian related other than just them owning the business, then that's cool. Just to take a look at it. I would be curious about the decor and all that.
Tata's Tetley Tea.
Oh, really? They own Tetley Tea? Dude, I have some Tetley tea. I bought a lot of them actually. My mom drinks a lot of tea and I bought a lot of Tetley teas. I think she likes it really. I have a lot. I have Neptune. I have not Nestle. I can't Lipton. Lipton seems to be very strong and this seems to be a bit milder. But I do have a lot of Tetley. I bought a wide variety of them. I don't drink tea as much anymore though, I will say.
Is the
That's
second
pretty cool. I
largest
didn't know
tea
he
company
owned
in
tea.
US and largest in Canada. They also
I wonder what the US is probably Lipton, probably.
own popular brands like Good Earth and America's third largest.
Wait, he owns 8 o'clock coffee? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I drink coffee, and I drink tea and coffee, but it's just been coffee lately. I don't know why. I uh, I will say though, I like Lavazza coffee a bit more, but I try many different coffees because I love trying different things. Again, like I said, I will try almost anything once. I will try almost anything once, and I actually do like some of the 8 o'clock coffee. There's one that I want to get from them, and I still want to try out more of the varieties of 8 o'clock coffee. I'm sorry I'm pausing too much, but I like to talk about the things here and let you know what I've been,
Coffee
well,
company,
not been through, but
8 o'clock coffee.
that is
Tata's
pretty
IT
cool. I didn't
service
know that.
company, TCS, operates 24 offices in North America And while their animation and design lab, Tata Elixir,
I've never heard
also
of them.
operates in 8 plus locations in the region. In manufacturing sector, the group operates a soda ash mining company in Wyoming,
Hmm.
iron ore mining company in Quebec, Canada, steel manufacturing facilities in
In
Ohio
Ohio.
and Pennsylvania,
Ah.
and also a coffee production plant. In all, Tata Group employs over 20,000 people in North America.
I will say that's really cool that I tried out 2 of their products. At the least so far. Let's see what else I've tried out.
About 3 times more than how many people Microsoft employs in India. Now let's travel to South America.
Well, I will say in technology industry, you don't really need a lot of people, especially in programming, when so few people can do a lot. Whenever you talk about like labor things, that's when you really need a lot of people until it starts turning into robotics, a lot of automated stuff, and then you start losing people in that. And I think that's the one of the fears in the U.S. at the moment is a lot of labor is being replaced by robotics. All
TCS
right.
employs more than 8,000 people in 8 countries in South America. The group is also an investor in the first submarine fiber cable network between US and Brazil.
Wait, did it say submarine? Hold on, I'm gonna replay that back. Submarine fiber cables?
In the first submarine fiber cable network,
I think he's meaning like sub ocean, or I don't know what the right word is. Basically, a fiber cable that goes under the water, not a submarine. Submarine is what do you call it? Something used in the navy or in the military where there's people in it with nukes and stuff like that. So I'm assuming he's meaning like fiber cables running under the water.
people in 8 countries in South America. The group is also an investor in the first submarine fiber cable
I
network
think that's what he really
between
means.
US and Brazil.
So uh, I think that's what he means. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Tatas also own world's largest subsea fiber cable network. Today, 25% of world's internet routes travel over Tata's subsea networks. From South America, let's travel to Africa and land in the port city of South Africa, Cape Town. Here,
Ooh,
Tata
man.
Group owns the historic luxury hotel Taj Cape Town. In nearby Zambia, they own Taj Pamodzi, one of the most luxurious hotels of the country. Tatas
He owns a
also
lot of
operate 2
hotels.
wind farms in South Africa and a hydroelectric power project in Zambia. The group also owns Jokels, South Africa's third largest tea company. Tata
Is that just rebranded Tetley? If not, I would like to try out that tea.
trucks and buses
Again, I like to
are
try
one of
different
the
things.
top sellers in Zambia, South Africa, and Kenya. In
I do wonder if I've seen Tata trucks over here. I don't think I did. I don't think I have
manufacturing
yet.
sector, Tata owns a chemical plant in Magadi, Kenya, which is Africa's largest soda ash manufacturer, commercial vehicle assembly plant, and a steel plant in South Africa, and finally a manufacturing and a power plant in Mozambique.
Ooh, this dude's
From
all over the
Mozambique,
place.
we will move to London, Buckingham Palace, Queen's official residence. Close to the palace, Tatas own the luxurious Taj 51 Buckingham Gate Suites. The hotel also has the world's first Jaguar suite for all the Jaguar lovers.
That's pretty cool if you're a Jaguar
Nearby,
lover.
the St. James Court
I
Hotel
mean, you should be able to afford that room if you could afford a Jaguar.
is
I would
also
assume.
owned by the group. Tata's Tetley is the largest tea company in the UK. Their other European tea brands include Whitex, a popular brand in Poland, Jemka, the market leader in Czech Republic, and Grand, a coffee brand in Russia.
Russia.
Tata Steel is one of Europe's largest steel maker, and TCS has been awarded as the best employer in Europe. Jaguar Land Rover is also owned by Tatas and is the largest manufacturer of premium vehicles in Britain. The group also operates design centers in London and Paris and one of the world's largest e-learning company in UK, Germany and Switzerland. Tata employs around 60,000 people in Europe and is also UK's biggest industrial employer. To end it all, Tatas also own a relatively small company called British Salt in the UK. An Indian company owns British Salt. Quite ironic if one remembers Gandhi's Salt March, carried out against the British Raj only 88 years ago.
Hmm.
Now let's travel all the way to Sydney, Australia. Here in Sydney, TCS began its first operations in Australia, and now the company operates across Australia and New Zealand with over 10,000 employees and clients like Qantas, Telstra, and Commonwealth Bank.
Oh,
Tata's
wait,
also
hold on. Let me rewind that. Commonwealth Bank? Oh, that's in Australia, though.
and Commonwealth Bank. Tata
That looks actually like maybe in the US too,
and
but
Commonwealth Bank. Tatas also own popular Australian coffee machine brand MAP and operate
I kind of want to look at to see what that coffee machine does. I own a Keurig just because it's simpler, it works, and it's affordable. And what I do is actually with my coffee, I do pour over coffees now instead, where I have the little plastic cup, and then you put the ground coffee, and then you just pour over it. That's actually a lot better tasting than just pre-ground. Actually, I got a grinder too, just in case you want to know how I drink my coffee. Just to
data
let you know.
centers across Australia through their partnership with NextDC. The group also holds stake in Scarborough Downs coal project in Queensland, Australia. Finally, we have reached Asia. Let's start in the desert sands of the Middle East. Tata's Range Rover is one of the most sought after four-wheel drives in the
Ah,
region.
wait.
Tata Motors
Is that not in? Do they own Range Rover? That means in the U.S. as well. Sometimes I know there are companies that like they have legal ownings in certain countries, even though it's the same brand name, but it's made by different companies. I think. Again, I'm not sure how the automotive industry works. It's all policies and laws and stuff. It just gets a little bit just too much. So does Tatas actually own Range Rovers as well?
is also a leader in the medium and heavy commercial vehicle segment in GCC
That's what I thought. I wonder if I've seen that.
countries, while TCS has multiple offices in the Middle East, including an all women IT services center in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The group also owns Titan,
Wait. Hold on. Is that Melania Trump? Melina Trump? I can't remember her name. Is that her? Or am I just seeing things here? I might be just seeing things. Maybe she kind of just looks like her.
Arabia.
Hmm.
The group also owns Titan. Titan watches are leading brand in Oman and Bahrain. They
Yeah. The only watch I own is a $25 watch. That's a smartwatch though, actually. But yeah, $25 is still a lot though.
also own logistics company in UAE and the luxurious city hotel
Wait. Sorry. TM International. I'm wondering if I've seen those trucks too.
UAE and the luxurious city hotel Taj Dubai near popular landmarks like Palm Jumeirah. Finally, Voltas, Tata's
Voltas.
leading air conditioning brand, has completed major mechanical and air conditioning projects that include Burj Khalifa, Dubai, international airports in UAE and Bahrain, Ferrari Experience
Ferrari. Good lord, look at that. Is that the building? Jeez. That is a crazy design. I wonder what that's for though. I know most of it's a design thing, but what is that? That has to place something. I wonder if that's just like maybe like there's a garden in the middle for employees to take their breaks in and do something. But I will say if it rains, that kind of looks like it would collect water. I do wonder what that's for though. Dang, what is that? That looks like a video game, with different kinds of blocks. Minecraft, I suppose. Yeah, I'm curious about what that's that for.
and F1 racetrack in Abu Dhabi, Southeast Asia. From deserts of UAE, we will move to South Korea. Here, Tata owns South Korea's second largest heavy commercial vehicle manufacturer, Tata Daewoo.
Daewoo. Oh, Daewoo.
In Singapore, Tata's steel plant is the largest single cut and bent steel operations worldwide, while the group is also the largest producer of long steel products in Thailand. Tatas also own stake in oil and gas blocks and coal reserves in Indonesia and are developing power generation projects in Myanmar and Vietnam, and even operate a life sciences research company and own plantations in Singapore and Indonesia. Even Tata's Voltas has executed engineering projects like New Hong Kong International Airport and Cyberport Business Park in Hong Kong, China. Here, TCS has 6 global delivery centers. Tata's own 2 rolling mills, a refractories factory, an auto parts factory, green tea manufacturing plant, and also have a Jaguar Land Rover assembly plant. We have reached South Asia, the beautiful
Is it Ferrari, Jaguar, Land Rover so far?
and scenic Maldives. Here we will find the lush Taj coral reef with white sands and scenic view. Moving ahead to Sri Lanka, Taj owns
I do wonder how much it costs to stay there. And it looks, I'm wondering if it's this place here is man-made, so basically they put a whole bunch of sand there to create that artificial island, or is it natural? Man, that'd be, imagine just staying in a place like that, or imagine that just having an island that you own to yourself. I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be nice, don't get me wrong. Look at this beautiful water too. So clear, you can see to the bottom.
Taj coral reef with white sands and scenic view. Moving ahead to Sri Lanka, Taj owns the picturesque Taj Bentota and 2 more hotels in Colombo. Tatas also provide telecommunication services in Nepal and Sri Lanka and have even deployed a hydro project in Bhutan. After our long world tour, we have finally reached India. Here, TCS is the largest Indian company.
TCS becomes the first Indian company.
Oh dang it! Hold on. Actually, I was thinking about this. Actually, as I was thinking about like how much he owned and invested and how successful it's become. Canara Bank, Asia Market, Taiwan Index. I was thinking, it's like, man, maybe I should have invested into Tatas.
The first Indian company to hit $100 billion in market cap.
Tata Motors is a leader in commercial vehicles.
And there goes the automation that I was talking about a little bit earlier. Used to be, all these machines used to be ran by people, and I mean, I don't know why I'm even pointing this out, but it's just something that I guess in the U.S. a lot of people are fearing, is that uh, automation is replacing people, but then a whole bunch of other jobs are being created, kind of like this, you know, well, not this, but like other YouTubers, you know, YouTube and streaming, those have become jobs, and especially even MLG gaming, like, you know, the sports, well, gaming sports was never a thing in the past, but those are jobs created because of the technology that we have. So while we're losing jobs in the well, I would say in the labor industry, we're also gaining jobs in other fields. It's not to say it's a fair trade-off, but it's, I don't know if it's necessarily balancing itself out either.
Is a leader in commercial vehicles segment. Titan Company is India's largest manufacturer of branded watches. Tatas also run largest
I wonder how much would a Titan watch? I would not buy it, is because I probably couldn't afford it. I mean, like $5 watches are about my price range, but they're terrible because they don't. You have to reset them every so often because the second. I mean, after like, I don't know, 3 months or so, it becomes like 5 minutes fast. It's something you have to put up with when you buy a cheap watch.
jewelry store chain Tanishq. While their Tata Power is India's largest
Ooh.
integrated power company. Tatas
Is that
also
solar?
own steel plants, tea plantations, automobile manufacturing units, chemical factories, and even own mobile networks and DTH company Tata Sky. Not only that, they operate airline Vistara and also manufacture defense helicopters and equipments. Even Starbucks in India is jointly owned by the Tatas. Tata has not only created a massive business empire but also multiple social institutions like cancer treatment centers,
That's awesome.
mathematics and science research institute.
This is what I can appreciate more, is people who have. I'm not saying anyone rich has to do this, but if they do it out of their own kindness, I really appreciate people like that. because I believe that no one is required to do anything, and people can disagree with that, absolutely. But if you don't have a requirement for someone and someone does it anyway, they did it out of their own choice, not because people have this view that they have to do it. Because if someone does it because they feel like they have to do it, then they might not be doing it because they chose to. It's because they're being kind of pressured to. But if they don't have any requirements to do anything and they still do it, then you know they're a good person because they do it.
And also the first planned industrial city of India, Jamshedpur. 66% of the group shares are held by a charity trust. Across the world, the company has been involved in multiple social programs. Tata is truly an incredible company and has traveled a long way from Mumbai to be now present all across the world. All I can say is this is Tata's business empire.
Oh, there you go. Oh, cool. So he talks about other things too, about like the different kinds of businesses. Um, Not trying to be negative or anything, it's just like more of a concern. In the US itself, there's always a growing concern whenever a business grows too big. The reason being is what do you call it? It's mostly just in the US market this concern is because it develops a monopoly. And generally monopolies do not help the consumer, and because when you have a monopoly in something, you can charge whatever price you want, and the consumer has no choice but to pay that. I think there is I want to say a monopoly on a particular drug. I believe it's insulin. I hear it costs a ridiculous amount of money, and it's because there's a patent on it. And I believe I have to research on that, but please do your research on this. Again, all my stuff is just merely opinions and things I've heard. And if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. Again, I will definitely listen. But it's just the fact that whenever it develops a monopoly, it tends to hurt the people more, especially poor people. But I hope that never ever happens. There should always be competition out there fighting for people's business, that helps the consumer, especially poor people, when businesses are constantly not physically fighting, obviously, but fighting to do better and to make things more cost effective and make things more affordable for everyday people. And but I will say, Tatas is growing quite a bit, and quite big, and I love the fact that he's doing charity work. That's one thing, again, like I said earlier, is that something I really appreciate about people who are rich and who do this out of the kindness of their heart. Again, and the only thing I can reference, really, I'm sure there are many other things I can reference, but one in particular, Bill Gates, he donates a lot to charity as well. And that's great. I think we need more people like that who just donates to organizations that are helping research cancer treatment or helping children that are homeless find a home or education, people or children who are so poor that they can't find education. I think that's fantastic if large businesses do this, again, by choice and not being forced to do it, because then it shows that they are in fact doing it out of their kindness of their heart. And yeah, all right, well, that's Tata. So you never talked about the I don't know, is let me there we go. Is he Tata the current owner of Tatas? They never really talked much about it. I was expecting to learn a little bit about him as well, on top of the business empire, just to know more about uh, Tata and how it started. It did start off that way with started back in 1846. 1846. Boy, let's see. Let's test my memory out. It's terrible. So if I get this right, I'll check that off for the win.
Small trading company by Jamshedji.
68. 1868. Well, it's only what, 22, 46, 22 years off. But yeah, and it would have been nice to know, like, what did their sons do? How did they? I'm sure they struggled to keep the business going at certain points. Maybe, again, I don't know. I know corporations that tend to be cutthroat, like where people are trying to take over the business and all of that craziness. But I don't know. Maybe he had absolute control over it and had no struggles. But that's actually really cool. I did not know. At the very least, the first two things they talked about was something that I use already anyway. Which was Tetley. Did I pass that up already? Yeah, I did. Probably. Tetley and 8 o'clock coffee. Here we go. Tetley. Uh, where is that?
Tata's Tetley tea.
Tetley. Oh, I said it right. Tetley. Although I haven't drank some in a long while. Let's see. Honey, lemon, and ginseng. Permanagate. Vanilla. I do want to try out more 8 o'clock coffee. I can't remember their, like, I starting to realize I don't really like dark roast coffee. I have to go with light or medium roast, and I like the flavored coffee. I think they did a fantastic job of doing, I think, the mocha flavor ones. Okay, I'm rambling on. This has gone on for too long. I'm gonna have to cut it off right here. So again, everything I said is just matter of opinion. If I said anything wrong, let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely willing to listen to what I said wrong, or what I've been mistaken. But again, everything I said is just merely an opinion and what I've heard, and if I'm right, that's great. I don't learn nothing from when I get things right, but if I get something wrong, I'm willing to learn. So yeah, that's it. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.